Consciousness is a state of being when an individual is awakened to their place historically, culturally, socio-politically, and spiritually in the diaspora.
Yeah, there have been a few, and I think they came as I got older, right? So like I said, my initial introduction to like race consciousness was very young. Back then, though, I hadn't really had to deal with white people. You know, I didn't know how to communicate with them. I didn't know what they were interested in. And that says a lot as someone who, growing up, I was the kid on the block that, like, people were like, you're the one that's into white stuff. You know, like, I grew up into hockey and in rock music. I was into a whole bunch of other stuff, too, but it was like, that was weird that there was a black kid into that stuff. So as I got older, I think the biggest sacrifice is not being comfortable in spaces with people who are fans of the same stuff as you. As much as I like hockey and as much as I like rock music, there are fandoms that you can't really like fully participate in because it lies on racial lines sometimes. A good example would be very, very recently. Team USA just won the Olympic gold medal in hockey, something that little kid me would have been just over the moon about. And as an adult, I was happy for them, you know, to win it. And then I was immediately reminded of like why I can't fully embrace that. It's once they show the locker room celebration, Kash Patel is in there celebrating with them. And it's like, then Donald Trump calls them to be sexist to the other hockey team, the women's team that also won.
By the way, your goalie played not bad. Unbelievable, and you were all unbelievable. We're giving the State of the Union speech on Tuesday night. I could send a military plane or something. We'll just have some fun. We have medals for you guys. And we have to, I must tell you, we're going to have to bring the women's team. You do know that. If you could work that out, I would be honored to have you. I'll introduce you to the whole...
I got it, boss. I got it.
Okay, you got it, Cash.
I'm on it.
She's doing it. I'm happy.
I'm f***ing on it.
And I think one of the sacrifices is just not being able to fully like enjoy stuff that you should be able to enjoy. Like, I should be happy that the team that has the country I live in on the back of their jersey and on the front of their jersey winning, I should be happy about that. But I can't celebrate it because of what our country represents at this time, you know, and quite frankly, what a lot of those athletes on the ice represent at this time. That's probably like one of the biggest ones lately. Another one I think is there are certain career fields that pay very well that I couldn't justify being in. At least not while I could do something else. Like if I didn't have any options, yeah, I'd probably go into public relations and work for a company like Rocket Mortgage or something like that. But I can't, you know, like community-centered news is a way to like really be there with people and for people. A lot of other things, it's like that's there to help you make money and maybe take care of your family, but that's it. You don't really have a larger responsibility beyond that in your job. So for me, one of the sacrifices is just knowing like I wouldn't be satisfied with a high salary if it didn't come with being able to like really do something that matters for community members. For some people, that's not a sacrifice, by the way. For some people, that's just, there's not a choice for them. For me, it's like, yeah, I could probably be at some PR firm doing very well with my private school accent and my ability to communicate with white people. But it wouldn't hit the same as doing what I do now. Yeah, I think for a long time, in the journey to consciousness, right? It's not linear. You got peaks and valleys of figuring yourself out, figuring out how you react to things your friends do and say, and reacting to the way the world is. And I'd like really get down on the fact, like, man, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Whatever. To anyone, any young black men or black women watching this, you don't have to be perfect. You don't. Just try to be better every day. Right? I was at the gym earlier, struggling. Right? I was on the squat rack, not feeling great. But it's not about being perfect every single time you go. It's, man, I'm going to try to be better the next time I go. And I think that has helped me a lot in my consciousness journey. Like, especially with reading. There was like a year where I like fell off of reading hardcore. Like, didn't read any new books. I read like a couple that I had already read through, or I would read like a little bit of a book, but then once that year ended and I like kind of got back to it, it's like, okay, that peak is over. It's time to get back up to that valley is over. It's time to get back up to another peak. So yeah, don't gotta be perfect. Just try your best.